Hello. Happy Thursday, everyone. This is part 5 of our book club herbal book club read through of Healing Wise by Susun Weed. And as always, I'm going to read through a section of the book about 3 traditions of healing, and we are on the wise woman tradition, and then we're going to dive into dandelion in another part of her book, because we just finished talking about chickweed. And so she breaks it up into little chapters, sort of chapters. So this is about the wise woman tradition, and this is her talking about my hair is, this is where I lay with my hair. I need a haircut. This is her talking about blood mysteries. So it's on page 15. In the beginning, according to the wise woman tradition, everything began as everything does at birth. The great mother of all gave birth, and the earth appeared out of the void. Then the great mother of all gave birth again and again and again, and people and animals and plants appeared on the earth. They were all very hungry. What shall we eat? They asked the great mother. Now you eat me, she said, smiling. Soon there were a great many lives, but the great mother of all was enjoying creating and giving birth so much that she didn't want to stop. Ah, she said, smiling, now I eat you. And so she still does. We all come from the same mother. She is the wise woman. We all return to her embrace, her bloody, rich womb place. When we die, every woman is a holy form of her, able to be whole/holy mother of all, able to be whole/holy destroyer of life. Her power is her blood that flows and flows, her blood which is life and gives life. Every woman's menstrual blood and birth time blood is a holy mystery. What are the blood mysteries? Why are they essential to the understanding of the wise woman tradition? Blood mysteries teach that menstrual blood and birthing blood are holy blood, power blood, healing blood. The blood mysteries teach us to remember that life and healing comes from and returned to women, to the wise woman, to the woman who bleeds and does not die. So I don't know about you, but I wish I didn't have to work during my period. It makes me really physically tired, and also like I'm very klutzy and I keep dropping things, and it's just like a time where I wish I could just be home or like doing something different. So it's it's really not I guess it's I don't know how you would work out like honoring every woman who has her period with like the structure of work. But I wish we could. Like, I wish we could say, hey, I really need to be off because I have my period and I need to take time out. But so we really don't treat it as a special time. For me, it would be great because I know other people have a lot of, cramps and other stuff just on the physical side that make it difficult to work through. Okay. I lost my place. Blood mysteries teach that menstrual blood and birthing. Oh yeah, I read that already. So, blood mysteries reveal that menstrual moon time, in parentheses, brood and blood and birth blood are holy, so full of potential, so full of the void, that they are to be used only to heal by nourishing. Holy woman blood is nourishing blood, blood of love, blood of abundance, blood that heals the earth. Blood mysteries recall the immersed power of the bleeding woman, power enough to share in great nourishing giveaways, give away from woman's womb to earth womb, give away from mother to matrix, give away of nourisher to nourisher. When we bleed into the ground, our power regrounds us as our blood flows through the personal root chakra and into the earth. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard of the book The Red Tent, but if not, it's a story, but it's sort of based. I think it's sort of a historical fiction. They have, whenever the women in their tribe, they get, I think it was set in the Middle East. I can't remember, but like, or it might have been set in Europe. So it was a while ago. But the women in their tribe, in their community, they have a red tent, and every time they have their menstrual cycle, they go and they squat in the red tent, and they don't use pads or anything, and they bleed right onto the earth. And so I think that's what she is talking about, that idea. Bleeding into the ground, bleeding freely, we know ourselves as women, as nourishers of life, as givers of nourishment to the plants, givers of holy nourishment, our moontime blood. I am woman giving away nourishment to ensure this planet's life with my moontime power, my blood, with my birthing power, my blood. I feed the earth who feeds us all. Every month I remember, I am woman, I am earth, I am life, I am nourishment, I am change. I'm going to just show you this this picture here. It's really nice. I love the pictures in this book. I think they're really great. They're a little, they can be serious, but at the same time kind of whimsical and very, very joyful, uplifting. You know, I love this one of chickweed. I'm gonna go on a side here. It's just, oh, so. So guys, what do you guys, as I read, what do you guys think about this idea about women's moon time period? What does it mean to you? Does it, do you have some sort of special ritual that you do every month? Do you not do anything? And what do you think about these ideas about it being a special time? Because these are not ideas that are usually talked about in our society. I know we just definitely don't set aside this time for that, which I mentioned before. But okay, I'm going to keep reading. Looks like I may be by myself today, but that is okay. Everyone's probably out enjoying the sunshine. It is gorgeous out. And I've already been out and I ran today, which was really good. So yay for me. Okay. I am woman, belatedly and repeatedly, conformed with my changes, hormonal harmonics, stirring moontime visions, ovulatory oracles, premenstrual crazies, orgasmic knowing, birth ecstasies, breastfeeding bliss, menopausal moods. I am wholeness, I am woman of wisdom. I know life, death, pain, and health in my marrow, in my womb. I know the bloody places, the narrow places, the narrow bloody space between life and death, the bloody place and birth, the bloody mess of nourishing life, the bloody flow of letting life go. I am woman, my blood is power, peaceful blood. My blood is holy nourishment. My blood nourishes the growing fetus. My blood becomes milk to nourish the young child. My blood flows into the ground as holy nourishment for the great Mother Gaia, Mother Earth. Gaia, whose ways are bloody. Women, whose ways are bloody. Blood of nourishment, but bloody, period. That's a sentence. But bloody. I didn't know that was a sentence. Bloody menstrual blood, bloody birth blood, blood of peace, nourishing blood, blood of health, wholeness, holiness, not of sacrifice. The wise woman tradition is a bloody-handed woman, a bloody-thighed woman, a woman who gives birth, a woman who sees to the other side of things. Health/wholeness/holiness is always changing. Life is mysterious, moving in spirals of change, spirals moving to, through, from the void, change making the whole, so we can see the holy healing gift of our wholeness. Whew. Sit, sisters, here on the soft green moss and give your sacred moon blood to the earth, back again to the spiral of life. Let flow your womb's red blood to the green and brown of earth. Sit here, relax, close your eyes, and let the visions come. Rest now and give your moon blood to nourish the mother who nourishes us. Relax and let the visions come. The time of menstrual bleeding, according to the wise woman tradition, is a time of visions. Any woman who pays attention to these visions will find the power of shamans, witch doctors, medicine women. Add a bit of red leaf to your herbal mixtures, any red leaf except poison ivy. That will make the medicine strong, says a friend, apprentice to a Native American shaman. And the wise woman inside me whispers, they do this to invoke the power of menstrual blood. These are the natural powers of menstruating, menopausal, and premenopausal women. Oneness with the earth as a responsive, nourishing presence, communication with plants, animals, and rocks, weather making, shape-shifting, invisibility, communication with fairies, divas, elves, dragons, unicorns, foreknowledge, acutely sensitive senses of smell, taste, hearing, sight, touch, healing. The wise woman tradition understands healing/holy as blood mysteries, the blood of birth and death, and the blood of nourishment. These are the natural knowing of women. These are the things that make us wise. So a lot of things to think about in here. You can leave if you want to answer, you can leave your answer to my question about, if you have any about your period or your moon time, if you have any rituals, or if you feel like, or anything, or if you do anything, or what do you think about this idea of this being a special time? I know it's kind of sort of impractical for us at this time to actually like sit down for the length of our period, like right on the earth and just bleed on there, like she's saying, but there's other things you can probably do, especially if you use like something like a diva cup to catch your moontime blood in. You can like give that to a plant or something. But anyway, there's you can leave it in the comments below, or if you want to join the Facebook group, please feel free to pop a comment in there or join it. So I'm gonna just go ahead, and so we ended on page 17. And I'm gonna go pop over to Dandelion. Since it's kind of the end of dandelion season here, as I call it, where like, so I'm in North Carolina, where you are, it may not be the end. I call dandelion season where like there's dandelions like freaking everywhere. You know, like there's dandelions throughout the summer, but like this is just everywhere, like so many. And I think we're kind of at the end of dandelion season here, but so this is a dandelion. That's the Latin name, which I cannot really pronounce that one. So I'm gonna move it. I don't even know if this shows up as a mouse. So I don't think so. And this is the picture. I like that. A little lion in the root. All right. So I'm gonna start reading. This is Dandelion Speaks. She has Dandelion as a French accent, so it's going to be a little wacky. So I will do my best. Bonjour, mon chéri. Is it not a day magnifique, magnifique, beautiful? I am full of delight. This you have come to play with me, full of delight that you have come to play with me. See how full this day is with sunshine and singing birds and golden bees. Does it not make you want to sing and buzz and glow as well, eh? It's a good day for that. Why don't I just move that over? Okay, my mouse is doing weird things. No. Why are you looking up, eh? Look down. Parentheses, silly humans. Whenever they hear a voice and do not see a person, they look up. What do they expect, eh? An angel? Apologies for the really bad French accent, but it is written like this. So if anyone is here French, I apologize. But she sort of made Dandelion French, or have a French accent. I don't know why, actually, but maybe we'll find out. Okay. I speak to you from the earth, oi. Oui, it is I, tooth of the lion dent de lion. So Dandelion, who speaks to you of this magnificent day. I cannot. I will just. Dr. Dandelion, s'il vous plaît. Ah, what is that? I am a medical doctor, and an ND? I guess you could say so, but I have no degrees, eh? So maybe we'd better say I am a SD, spirit doctor, or SD, self-healing doctor, or SD, spirit doctor. I'm a doctor who prescribes ecstasy and unity and self-love, eh? Joy can heal, eh? I say joy makes the spirit whole, and then the whole person can heal, eh? Some people, they consider me a powerful doctor. Okay, I'm going to stop with the accent, but you guys get it. They say I'm an aggressive foreigner. Please do excuse my accent. It is true that I am not from your beautiful country, though I am very much at home here. I see. But what to say of myself, eh? Sometimes, even I sometimes do not understand myself perfectly well. I am so full of dramatic opposites, and I love all my opposites. To me, this is not contradiction, but vast variety. Always, it is my task to expand, to encompass fully the dualities of my existence. A huge undertaking, no? You see me here, golden in the sunlight, full of myself, bold and brazen, erupting in fountains of bright spring yellow, crowning myself with 20, 50, 100 golden headdresses, the queen of life, unbound life, delicious with joy, buzzed over wildly by the bees and the fairies and the petite zings with avec wings. I think it's they love to come with me. They are all attracted to me. Are you not attracted to me? I know I am. You see something yellow and you're like, ooh, what's that? Do you not find yourself compelled to me? Have you tasted my nectar? Put your probing tongue to my pollen. Now, I have not done that. Are you in awe of my intensity? You think maybe I have overzealous personality, eh? Maybe you're a bit embarrassed that I show off and strut my stuff. You think a doctor should be more reserved. Hi, Marge. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it better? I'm reading about Dandelion, and I'm just reading, this is a part called Dandelion Speaks, where Susun Weed kind of like talks. The Dandelion is going to talk. No, better, but repairmen are here. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you're a little better. And I hope the repairman, you know, don't make it our, you know, aren't too loud and, you know, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying, but, you know, sounds very sexual. Yeah. She sort of made him a little bit sexy. Perhaps you're even afraid of me. I am not a lion. Do you see me as a very splendid creature? She's got a French accent, but I'm not reading it. I'm translating. Great yellow gold lioness, in touch with all existence. And that includes death. Do not worry. I play nice. But what of the cool hidden part of me? What of my melancholy? What of the part of me that sinks into the earth as far as I can reach, to be alone in silence? What of the part of me that closes up so fast when the storm threatens? When the sky grows dim, I do not shine in the gloom, I hide away. And what of the part of me that blows off my seeds, that sends them like tears, flying in the winds of time, I'm a stranger even to my own children. Do you have a lot of dandelions blooming where you are, or are you still covered in snow? They're sort of the height of the season is kind of over with, but they bloom, you know, they'll bloom throughout the whole year for us, but still snow. Well, I hope you get into some warmer weather soon. We're going to be in like the 80s. We're in the 70s and 80s, so it's like pretty hot. And last year it got hot, and then it like cooled off again, and then it, you know, went into summer. But I think each year our spring gets shorter and shorter. So the light lasts longer. Yeah, I like that. I do. It makes it feel like it's really nice when it's still light at like 7. I like that. I don't like when we have to set the clocks, but you know, because you lose like an hour. But you know, I like more of the light. Although when I get off at like 10:30 at night from work, it's dark. But like, it's still good when I'm off and everything else. Let's see. Take off your shoes and now your socks. Put your bare feet on the earth here. Are you surprised at the cool? I keep my toes down in the deep, moist earth, so I keep my cool even when I get hot. So I'm full of opportunities. I am all there is, all that there is. What do you think? You think you'll have a good time playing with Dr. Dandelion? Sometimes together we will be dark and quiet. Sometimes we will shine as brightly as we can. Sometimes we'll be rooted for years and years and years in one spot. And sometimes we will go on endless flights. I am all ways, all wings. I think that makes me a good doctor. I am whole in my many ways. You play with me and you feel more whole in your many ways, eh? Is that not what a self-love doctor must do? What is that you're saying? I'm a weed, not a doctor. Who tells you these things? You say doctors do not take off shoes and put feet in earth. You say doctors do not make sexy jokes. You say doctors especially do not go where they are not wanted, invading neighborhoods and disturbing the residents. Well, something wrong with your ideas of doctors, I think. I tell you, I'm a doctor of life, of spirit. I exist to help you live your life to the fullest. You experience all the parts of yourself. You enjoy yourself, your food, your sex, and your work. I am here to open you to life, your whole life. How can I do this if I do not live where you live, eh? How can I do this if I do not follow you everywhere? I must be under your very feet to call out to you. You are asleep. Someone must be the alarm clock. Wake up, wake up. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. The Dr. Dandelion, SD speaking. So, have you ever done anything with dandelion, Marge? I made some dandelion fritters. I've got like a like a 2 or 3 year old video about me and my mom who made dandelion fritters, which is pretty silly. And then I make dandelion flower oil and put them in my products for like muscles and stuff. But let's see. And I don't know if. Okay. Well, you can eat the flour. You can make it into a fritter. You can eat the greens and you can put them in your salad, and they're a bitter, so they're a little bitter, which is also really good. You can also do the root, and yeah, so she's got a dandelion root stir fry. But I would start with like the flower or the leaf because that's like the easiest thing to do. And maybe even like the leaf. You wanted to like mix it up with your salad greens and stuff like that. So Let's see, where am I? Ah, you have more problems with me. Old-fashioned. Old-fashioned? Dr. Dandelion is old-fashioned. Of old country. These are all question marks. Not modern. Of the old country. Yes. Old-fashioned. I am the great wholeness, which contains all opportunities. Great lioness of unity. I am modern, contemporary, fresh, young, and still I have the ancient knowing. Still I have the ways of the ancient times inside me. First woman and I were friends way back when. She, whole, me, whole. No speaking did we need. We played glad games of creation. Her every thought, fantasy, and dream took form, became dolphins in the sea, lions stalking antelope, snakes warring, living spirals on rock altars, honeybees singing joy. What are you getting fixed in your house, Marge? We have a lengthy list of things we need to fix. And if you see, there's one kitty back here. See, I'm blocking him a little bit, but I'm working on getting kitties back, but yeah, working on getting him back. But I'm a few subs short of 1,000, so we'll see. I'm almost to 4 subscribbles, so I never see them. They camouflage. I know, right? He's all white. You would probably never see him at your place because you got all that snow. They're like snow tigers. So, thanks for joining me today. Let's see. The flooding happened, wrecked the ceiling. Oh no! Were you involved with that flooding that Tangerine was affected by as well, or was this more flooding, different flooding? Okay, the laundry room. Well, I'm glad it was contained in like one space. Okay, no. Okay, so this is different. Yeah. Oh, with pipes. Okay. Okay. Well, right, you're not in Ontario, right? I forgot where you are. The other side of Canada. Okay. I should literally get out my map because and start tracking where everyone is. Alberta. Okay. Yeah, I totally forgot. So I do not know the geography of Canada. Are you on the eastern side? It's funny how much we don't know where anything in other countries are. And I'm sure it's the same way. There's British Columbia, then Alberta, then Saskatchewan, all the way to Tange. Okay. So you're quite a ways from her. Well, I hope your pipes get fixed and your roof gets fixed and everything. I'm sorry that happened. That is not fun at all. Especially with water damage. I don't know all 50 states either. Yeah. I know most of them, but sometimes I think a state is sort of here, and it's actually here, and then, but, I know approximately where everything is. So, but yeah, you got to brush up on my Canada since I've got people that I know who live in Canada now, also in England, like I have no idea. Like I know like Simon is like a couple hours from Becca, but I don't know like where they are on a map. So yeah, that's one of the things I would like to do in a spare moment is like check out where everyone is so that I know. I had a sale to Canada. I just mailed it to Red Deer. Oh no, it was in Alberta. Maybe. Anyway, it was a Red Deer was the town. I just print a map of Canada, just a simple one to keep in your desk. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah. Okay, so you heard it. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. It was in Alberta. I couldn't remember, even though I just sent it out yesterday. They bought some bug spray, so I guess they're preparing for bug season. Yeah, I want to put like little pins where everyone is, or something, or little like I'm gonna get some water. The section is lengthy. But I like that she gives like a little personality to the plants, so that you know, I think it makes it easier to get to know them, to remember them and stuff like that. So start remembering like, oh, what the quality is each plant and everything else, because even if like the something that sticks in your head is her silly French accent, which I'm like translating because I'm like, so let's see. Here was first woman's problem. Honeybees hungry. So first woman asked for my help, eh? She sees how many flowers I make and how much the bees love my largeness of pollen, how they suck my nectar. She says, make more. So how do I make more? I wonder and I ponder very deep, very long. I bloom on the request. I pull my spirals up around my flowers so I can think. And as I ponder how, a wondrous thing occurs. Inside my closed flowers, under my sepals, curling and green, are seeds, and each one holds a gossamer parachute. I am so astounded by this that I open my septal. Whoosh! The wind blows and flies away my seeds on the silky puffs. My little babies, seeds gone. Away fly my dream seeds, and though today my seeds make only more dandelions and fly no farther than you can walk in an hour, that day they float to every place on the planet Earth, and each seed became the seed of a different new jolly flower of the green nation, so that all the flowers were born, and all the bees became happy and began to buzz, and still do. Oh, why am I not on live chat? There we go. Doesn't make too much difference since we only me and you today, so, but let's see. So if you start gathering the dandelions, you will notice that the bees like them, and ants like them, and little spiders like them, and the bugs like them. So, you know, but the gathering of the leaves would be the easiest of, you know. So you love bugs. Well, this is good. I like them too. I just they tend to creep me out. So, but I understand they're doing a very important job. And so some of them are quite scary, but other ones like ladybugs and butterflies and you know, are really pretty and everything else. So, but those are the bugs you will find on the dandelion flowers and around the dandelions. That was a long time ago, but ancient memories do not make one out of date or old-fashioned. Dr. Dandelion has had a punk hairstyle for a long time. Is that not modern? Well, I guess punk is still in. What else bothers you? Make you not want to play with Dr. Dandelion? Make you not want to trust Dr. Dandelion? Tell me. We talk, eh? You have tarantula? Oh, you had tarantulas. Ooh. That's cool. I had a housemate who had a snake. But that's not a bug. But yeah, she had a pretty large snake. And she fed it mice, and she kept the mice in the freezer. You could get mice for it, and so that was, the snake was named Lilith. Ha ha ha. But anyway, I believe it was a nice snake. But I've not had bugs as a pet, so I do like tarantulas because they're fuzzy. You know, I like all things fluffy. So the dandelion, some snakes live, eat some frozen. Yeah, she would like microwave it. You know, she got it at through a pet supply place, so like she wasn't just like getting mice, but it was so bizarre. It was really bizarre, but it was fine. I mean, yeah. I guess it's kind of hard to give a live mouse to your pet snake if you're, you know, but that's. So I think Susan is speaking to this fact that like dandelions are like have been vilified by like you know, every like weed killer. I mean, like dandelions, like when I go see a bottle of like weed killer, like dandelions are on there, and like I think chickweed might be, plantain is on there. Like some of my like favorite plants are on there, which does make me pretty sad, and everything else. So so I think she's sort of saying, hey, dandelions are good. They do all these things. So so she's like, what else have you been, the doctor, Dandelion wants to know what else you've been told that's not good about Dandelion. And says, and then we answer, bitter. You've been told that I'm bitter. Ah, I am bitter with the sweet of life, but I do not think I lay so heavy on the tongue that it's all that. So it is bitter, but when you eat something bitter, it's really good for your digestion. And so we don't eat, like in our modern diet, we don't eat a lot of things that are bitter. But so if you're having some issues with your digestion, eat something bitter before you eat or after you eat, and that should help like your digestive system work better. I'd like to think of myself as sharp, not bitter, salty and sharp. Do I not dress sharp, eh? Quite a looker. I like to be sharp, quick on the alert. I like to be on the edge, cutting edge of new thought, new fashion. Dr. Dandelion cuts a sharp image. I like to be in the public eye. I like to show off. I like to be in the middle of things. I like to hear all the gossip. I like to be in the know. And I like to shine. When I am in the spotlight, I am not sweet. When I shine, it is best to be a little bitter. But come to me after the show, and believe me, I'll serve you some tasty dishes. Now what? I think you are getting to stay. You're going to stay and play. And now it seems you go. What is this? You say you're going to study dandelion with some woman named Weed? How silly. Stay here. Study with the dandelion. Study with the dandelion. Believe me, you don't need the woman Weed. She's talking about herself. Whoever she is, I tell you the facts, and I tell you that on the weed walk, and tell you all about how to find or buy and use dandelion. Who knows better? You get it right from the doctor's mouth. You play with me, and we learn lots of things. Good. Get your notebook and pens. Dr. Dandelion is going to give you all the facts. So now we've got all of the dandelion facts. This is the Latin name of the dandelion. I'm just going to type it in because I can't spell it. A-R-A. Terra. So that is the Latin name of the dandelion. So in Greek, this word here, G-R, and it means disorder. And also, let's see, maybe also Greek. Remedy. So then she's got means so that's a little bit about the meaning of the name. Officinal means that I'm official medical plant. So when the early herbalists sort of codified this or developed this system, there's a better definition for it, and I cannot remember, but it just yeah, I mean, official medical plan is a good one, but it means something else. So It might mean like there was a group of plants that were originally in this codification. I'm sorry, I don't have that information. I learned it and I forgot the details. So, there is 100 species, all useful. So I'm going to give the common names. Now, dandelion is also a common name, but here's some of the other common names. And if you know of a common name of dandelion that I didn't mention, please comment, pop it in. There's probably a bunch. So this is a piss in bed. Okay, Marge. Lion's tooth, blow ball, fortune teller, red-seeded dandelion, Arctic dandelion, doom head clock. What is officinal again? It means official medicinal plant. I need to look up a better definition because there's a better one out there for why it's called that. And there are other plants that have that second part to their name. I think calendula is one. Get my, let's see. No. Anyway, there's a bunch, like borage has a officinal on it. Borengo officinalis. So I need to look it up, but that's sort of what it's why they're called that. So all right, tell time, clockflower, bitterwort, yellow gowen, swine snout, Irish daisy, wet a bed, priest's crown, kinker plant, puffball, wild endive, and she's got Chinese, which I'm not going to be able to pronounce. She's got some French names and some German names and some Greek names for it. Okay, she goes through Persian, Spanish, Russian, Turkish, which is cool, but I can't pronounce them at all. Magical Mandy? Is she here? Magical Mandy had the word vitality for edible oils. Huh. Interesting. I don't know. I'll have to was it in one of her videos? I haven't been up on my videos. I'm pretty sure the word was vitality. Okay. Well, okay, cool. I'll have to look into that. So I'm only going to be on for like a couple more minutes. Because I have to work today. But I'll try to finish sort of the facts. And there's not too much in the facts. Yeah, you're sick. I hope you feel better. Are you able to take it easy today? I hope you're able to pop on some or do something relaxing, whatever your favorite relaxing thing is. I am definitely not being relaxed today. I have to. I'm going to work, but after the repairman go, yeah. Well, that'll be nice. So chill out. I don't know what if you watch some YouTube or Netflix or whatever you do, read a book to relax. Take some time. So the food uses. My grains are gathered and eaten wherever I grow. My roasted roots is common coffee substitute. So if you're looking for a coffee substitute, there's a brand called Dandy. Oh my gosh. I forget. But anyway, you can buy dandelion coffee substitutes in the health food store. So, and they also used it along with the chicory in the I think Civil War or Revolutionary War as a coffee substitute because coffee was scarce. One of those very old wars here in America. So my flowers make an excellent wine. So yeah, you can make wine from dandelion flowers, which is fun. She's got a recipe for that. Medical uses. Okay, cool. I will check that out. Let's see if I can. Yeah, I got it. Got it. Thank you, Marge. Watch that as I'm getting ready for work. So medicinal uses, you can find me for sale in many places, prepared in many ways. Keep your eyes open for me. So she didn't go into it, but you know, tinctures, dandelion root tinctures is probably like the most common to find. So soil uses. I can create drainage channels in compact soils, restore mineral health to abused soils, attract earthworms in all soils. Maybe you let me hang out in your garden, eh? So yeah, she's really good, and that's great. Really good for if you have some dandelions in your garden. Animal uses. My seeds are eaten by many wild birds, including Canada geese. My leaves are relished by animals from chipmunks to bears, especially rabbits. And I'm most important all-season bee food. Habitat. Your A sounds Canadian. I know, right? It's terrible. I'm trying not to read it because it's awful. But it's written, so I'm like just reading. Oh, I took like French in high school, but you know, like that's high school French, and so I will definitely kiss the cats for you. Yes. Habitat. Wherever you go, I will follow. Just give me some open ground. A field, pasture, lawn, or wayside will do. If you have no garden room. You had French here too. Well, no, I mean, like it was taught in high school, but if the United States was to have a second language, it would be Spanish. We have a ton of Spanish speakers here, and a lot of jobs, a good many jobs require you to know Spanish. So, but I never took it. And sort of like back when I was in high school, like 20 plus years ago, it was a little different. There weren't as many, so and I took French, but our French class was taught by our course teacher. So you can imagine how much French I learned. Not a lot. But I did go to Paris for 2 days on a trip. So, and I was able to read a menu there. So that was a plus, but I, don't know very much. Marge, do you have French in your section of Canada? I don't know. Is it and then there's like Spanish on most labeling, most packages, like for food and everything, have English and Spanish in it. So, oh, you do? Cool. That's awesome. Like, I wish we were so silly about that stuff, just completely silly. So, I really wish I spoke a second language because in Quebec it's the main language, I think. That's cool. Yeah. So like if I ever had learned any more French, then like I could go to Canada and practice. Be a good place to practice, but we are my grandma. So the natural range is Greece, Arabia, Asia Minor. So I think that is where it sort of originated, but its current range is worldwide, especially throughout the northern temperate zone of China, Europe, New Zealand, Australia, and North America. So we aren't a melting pot, so all the ethnic groups keep their identity, not melt together. Oh, so okay, so you're like that in Canada. I mean, I'm not sure how much melting we are because we were a melting pot, but they're trying to keep this new wave of immigrants from coming in, and I just think that's really wrong. But anyway, that's a little politics. But now we're just really like I think a lot of because I'm like third generation. I think my grandparents, they either came over or I think they came over. And then, or they were born here, and then my parents, and then me. So everyone's from Eastern Europe in my family. But any connection with those countries I don't have anymore. Even though we have people from Eastern Europe living in this area, but so I wish some of that had carried over through the generations. Toxicity, she's speaking to the toxicity, and so there's no limits of the amount of dandelion you may consume. Though the cooked grains may be a laxative at first. Ooh la la. Okay, that's good to know. Watch out. I'll loosen you up. Even dandelion tincture can be taken by the glassfuls without harm, eh? But then you get very loose. I tell you, we have a good time. Enjoy life. So don't eat too much. Did the book say where the best dandelions come from? I would worry about pesticides. So it doesn't. I think that the section it would tell you, my book is, I need to get a new book. Let's see. So it talks about, see if it talks about wildcrafting. Foraging. Okay. So this is talking about how to collect your plants. Are you concerned about contamination of wild plants with lead, chemicals, and dog poo? Susun Weed brings it right down to earth. I like it. Avoid harvesting herbs from roadsides where lead contamination is high. Plants growing by busy roads will accumulate more lead. The nearer the plant is to the road, the higher the level of lead contamination. If you can't find a particular herb anywhere except by a road, pick at least 8 feet from the road edge. Lead drops sharply in the first few feet. In cities, pick from parks and other out-of-the-way places. Be wary of vacant lots which may be contaminated with lead paint. Avoid picking under power lines and along roads where the weeds are controlled by spray instead of cutting. Suburban lawns that have been doused with weed killers rarely grow medicinal weeds. But if you suspect chemical warfare, avoid that area. Avoid gathering herbs where canines gather. Dogs can pass parasites to humans. Allow yourself to be guided by your intuition as well as your senses and your intelligence, and you'll know which areas to avoid when picking wild plants. Given the amount of chemical contamination on commercial herbs, I honestly feel safer taking risks in the wild. Keep your eyes open and observe the green abundance. Oh, hello. Welcome. Is your name, I'm going to mispronounce your name. Is that Abby? Abby? I apologize, but welcome anyway. We are going over Healing Wise with Susun Weed, and we have been talking about Bill. Bill. Cool. Okay. We have been talking about dandelions. I don't think they use lead additives in gasoline anymore. No, I don't think so either. So that's good. But we were so Marge, in order to answer your question, sorry, brain fart. So the best thing is to harvest at least 50 Bill. Got it. 50 feet from the road, and you want to know the land. So if it's you want to know whether the land you're harvesting on has been sprayed with chemicals. What is the history of the land? So if it's your own yard, you probably know this. So just trying to avoid. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Like, so yeah, you just want to know if it's been sprayed. And if it's been sprayed, then you can't really use the land for harvesting for, I think it's a long time. So that's just something to keep in mind. So, when you're like getting your dandelion flowers or greens, for eating. So some rules of thumbs here. Where am I? I lost my place. Humans and dogs. Yeah, I've never like had issues. I haven't ever ran into issues with dogs. But I was always harvesting on my parents' land, and we didn't have a dog. And well, we had a dog, but like he passed away years before I started like harvesting. So power lines, roads, yes, no, vacant lots, right, exactly, Marge. You don't want to harvest by all those things. It's really good if you have a friend who has land, and maybe they know the history of that land, and it's by none of those things. So I'm going to just read this last part. Best identified by, and everyone probably knows what a dandelion looks like, right? Know me as a dandelion, none other, but my bright yellow flowers in your yards and fields. My leaves of dark green, which are absolutely hairless, check the back of the midrib, and grow stalkless from a center point. And of course, my seed heads, which you enjoy blowing upon. So that's a really quick description. So if for some reason you're not sure a dandelion is a dandelion, I would, talk to someone who would know, or when it's flowering, a guidebook, like a wildflower guidebook. And I believe I showed one like a little bit ago, but these are always handy. This is the Pearson's Field Guide to Northeast or North Central North America. And I like this one because it's got colors. So like when it's blooming, you can go to yellow and cha-ching. So I don't think there's a dandelion in here though, but these all look like dandelions. Aster flowers. For tea, yeah, you can do tea. You can do dandelion leaf tea. You can buy it at the store. You can eat the leaves. You can eat the flowers. You can eat the roots. So they also have dandelion root tea. So yeah, it's just an all edible plant. I'm not gonna find it, but anyway, I might have marked it because I marked, I marked a bunch of things, but I'm like, I know what dandelion looks like, so probably didn't mark it. Oh, here, wait, here we go. There we go. So that's it right there. Common dandelion. So yeah, it makes it really easy when you look things up when they're blooming. But there's also, this common sow thistle looks familiar, or field thistle. But although if you can see that the leaves are very different. These are the leaves of the dandelion. You can see that they're just different. And this one is also very different. So when you see the plant in real life, it's easier to see the differences. But yeah, one of these books are great if you don't have like a resident plant expert to take with you. So on your dandelion wild crafting adventure, but I don't think anyone's going to have any problems identifying dandelion. It's pretty common. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining me. I'm going to have to stop. I have to go to work. And we will pick up next Thursday on talking about the Wise Woman tradition, on holographs, understanding the Wise Woman tradition, and then we'll continue talking about dandelion. Oh, thanks, Marge. I'm trying to make it interesting. Yeah. So it's going to be Thursday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every week. This is the book. I do have a Facebook group if you wanted to join as well. But and some links to where to get the book and everything else. So, all right. So everyone have a good week, and I will see you for part 6. on this little nice slow crawl through Healing Wise by Susun Weed. Okay, bye. Whoopsies. Bye. See. Bye, everyone.